through 75 counties and hundreds of investigations. From the most violent crimes to petty infractions. This is Arkansas Crime Watch with Kevin Kelly.
A Little Rock man afraid to be in his own home after he says two men fired dozens of rounds straight at his house. Good evening and thanks for watching Arkansas Crime Watch on Fox16.com. I'm Kevin Kelly. The shooting happened September 7th on Stardust Trail. Our Hunter Hoagland talked with a homeowner who says he has no idea why his house was targeted.
Still hurting.
Covered in scars, now reminders of a night of violence.
Yeah, from crawling in the glass trying to get inside the house.
This dad asked us to hide his name and face, afraid for his safety. All after Little Rock police picked up 54 shell casings at his home on Stardust Trail.
Whatever it was, it wasn't a BB pistol, whatever it was. The officer said it was probably AK-47.
He says he was outside with his son when it all unfolded, claiming he saw two men driving by, both shooting at his home.
It's my hope that they probably hit the wrong house. I have no idea why they want to shoot this one up.
What's left is shattered windows, shot up cars, and a porch that he says resembles a war zone.
Once I realized there was shots being fired, I immediately hit the ground. So things went through my front, throughout my house. Did a lot of damage inside the house as well.
All things he says can be replaced. Just grateful the bullets missed his family.
Hopefully it's the wrong address.
Now questioning why his house became a target in the first place.
I have no idea. I'm just a man who works and come home and get ready to go back to work.
So far, no one has been arrested. The man you just heard from says the gun violence has gotten out of control in Little Rock, and he hopes the shootings will stop sooner rather than later. North Little Rock police identify a suspect in a shooting at the Mccain Mall from last month. Jawan Jordan is wanted for battery and illegal possession of a firearm. They tell us he is armed and dangerous. It was August 31st when police found a man shot inside a jewelry store at the mall. Police say the two got into a fight beforehand. The victim was taken to the hospital. We still haven't received an update on his condition. Pine Bluff police arrest a suspect in connection to a fatal shooting that happened September 3rd. 23-year-old Hecorian Kane was booked into the Jefferson County Jail last Sunday and now faces a capital murder charge. Police believe Kane shot and killed 20-year-old Kayvon Mitchell, who was found lying in front of a home on Needles Drive. 3 days after the shooting, investigators arrested Kane without incident. They also said Kane is a person of interest in what they called other incidents. Pine Bluff police also arrested this man in connection to a different homicide from last Thursday. Vernon Mccraney is now being charged with first-degree murder. Mccraney is accused of shooting and killing Horace Harrington outside of a home on Lilac. Harrington had been shot several times. Mccraney is being held without bond. Two Garland County women in jail tonight after police say they attacked a disabled person. The attack happened on Mountain View Street in Hot Springs. According to the police report, a disabled woman was at 55-year-old Tamara Buck's house when she was attacked by Buck, her 19-year-old daughter Lauren Victoria Alvarez, and another woman. The report goes on to say the disabled woman was placed on the bed while all three women started smoking marijuana from a metal pipe. Then Buck dropped the hot pipe on her chest. Buck and Alvarez took turns holding her down, according to police, while all three of them held the pipe on her chest, leaving several burns. She reported having 7 burns to her chest and shoulder. The woman is physically disabled, unable to walk, and uses a wheelchair. She also has limited use of her left arm and relies on someone else to take care of her.
It's actually quite pathetic to see that an older woman and someone around my age would beat somebody with a disability.
This happened back in May, but was later reported to police in June. Buck and Alvarez are now facing second-degree battery charges. The other woman has yet to be identified. Caught on camera, Sherwood police need your help tonight locating whoever stole a trailer. The suspect's truck caught on surveillance camera. Take a look for yourself. The 16-foot long black precision trailer was stolen from Sherwood CrossFit Monday, August 31st. Now, if you look closely at the surveillance video, you'll see that the suspect's truck is equipped with LED lights that have been installed under the car and its fenders. If you know where the trailer might be, contact the Sherwood Police Department. A Conway man is in jail after admitting to stealing some big-ticket items. In a Facebook post, Conway police say Jonathan Tyler Christie admitted to stealing several trailers, jet skis, four-wheelers, and other property. Officers say he's linked to 5 different theft cases. The post also shared pictures of the car and trailer he used to haul around the stolen items. Someone recognized it, and that sighting eventually led to his arrest. Christie is facing multiple theft charges. 4 people recovering tonight after being shot in the River Market area. It happened September 6th. So far, no arrest. And as Hunter Hoagland reports, one of the victims was just 12 years old.
It's the Sunday morning leftovers.
There's blood, windows blown out. I think I see a couple of rounds in some of these walls.
Coming from a chaotic Saturday night.
8 to 9 rounds were squeezed off for sure. A lot of screaming.
The crime tape, the shell casings, the memories are what's left at Riverfront Park after a shooter opened fire into a crowd at the pavilion.
The firing came from right over there, this direction, and there was a huge crowd.
Police say 4 people were shot, one of them just 12 years old.
The wolves hidden in the sheep, and the sheepdogs have to protect the sheep.
In this case, the sheepdog, Justin West, a former Marine.
Kills me to know that I've deployed and this is happening in Little Rock.
West was eating around the corner when he heard gunfire drowned out by screams. In what many call bravery, he calls instinct.
I showed up on the scene, stripped my shirt off, put it straight on his shoulder. He was very scared, and I'm 28 now and looking at a 22-year-old male who's scared for his life, trying to talk to him. My words not getting to him. It was rough.
Police say that 22-year-old and the 3 other victims are all expected to be okay. And as crowds return to the River Market, they're just thankful there's more sheepdogs than there are wolves.
I'm just thankful that I can help. That's all I really wanted to do was help. That's why I joined the Marine Corps, was to help.
According to a police report, several witnesses told police that they saw a skinny black man wearing a red or white Nike shirt retrieve a black gun from his fanny pack and start shooting. If you can help locate the suspect, call Little Rock Police. We began our crime tracker report in Crawford County, where a 20-year-old woman is behind bars facing a first-degree murder charge after her 2-month-old son was found dead. Deputies interviewed the child's mother, Nancy Williams, on September 3rd. She told them her child was screaming, so she shoved a bottle into his mouth, which cut his lip. She then used a baby wipe to wipe away the blood, but the child wouldn't stop crying, so she shoved the wipe down his throat. When the child stopped breathing, that's when she called 911. Williams appeared in court this past Monday. Her bond set at $1 million. In Crittenden County, a man was sentenced to 2 life terms in prison plus 835 years for the killing of an off-duty police officer. A Crittenden County jury found DeMarcus Parker guilty of first-degree murder and several other charges. The shooting happened on April 28th of 2018 and resulted in the death of Officer Oliver Johnson. Johnson was inside his West Memphis apartment when a bullet went through the unit that he was in. Police did not believe he was the intended target. The prosecuting attorney said Parker was shooting from a vehicle at rival gang members. A Baxter County man is behind bars after authorities say he struck a deputy with a motorcycle on September 6th. According to a report, deputies attempted to pull over 23-year-old Austin Potts after he was observed driving on a closed service road. After a brief chase, Potts pulled over but refused to comply with deputies. A taser was deployed, and that's when he fled on the bike again, striking the deputy in the leg. Potts was arrested later in the day. The deputy was treated and released from the hospital. Potts now faces a slew of charges. His bond set at $35,000. Tonight's Smug of the Week goes to Shataze Jamar Tart. The 34-year-old booked into the Pulaski County Jail last month and facing a number of charges, including 2 counts of criminal trespass, 2 counts of public intoxication, and failure to appear. As we leave you, here's a look at Arkansas's Most Wanted. We want to remind you all of the suspects you've seen tonight are innocent until proven in a court of law. Remember, if you have any information on any of these cases we talked about tonight, you're asked to call your local police department. Thanks for watching Arkansas Crime Watch. I'm Kevin Kelly. Be smart, be safe, and if you see something, say something. I'll see you tomorrow night on Fox 16 News at 5:30 and 9.